Free socks. Free socks.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Triple B Experience. I'm your host, Bubba Brewer, in the house Friday night at 9:28. Got a lot of topics to talk about. Hopefully, you guys are in the chat and I put it on Facebook. I don't know why I keep putting it on Facebook, but I still keep putting it on Facebook. So hit like and subscribe. Every Friday night, this is the show where I talk wrestling, pop culture, a lot of other stuff. It's not my Steelers show. That's Wednesday nights and other stuff. So hopefully you guys have subscribed to that. So let me get on to, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I get some people come on, asking me questions. Maybe not. I think I can talk a variety of topics, very raw and uncensored. I can go with a lot of stuff. First and foremost, Western Pennsylvania, once again, it's supposed to be, hopefully it's not a bad weekend with the snow and cold, but there will be a lot of wrestling shows this weekend. IWC, the Reloaded, will be in the Elizabethtown. You can get tickets. Check www.iwc.com, I believe. I'll go in and see if I can. I can't because this new computer. I can't do a lot of stuff, and I didn't do any pictures and stuff. And then also tomorrow, Imagine Wrestling in Altoona has ECW, former ECW heavyweight champion, TNA superstar, WWE superstar, Rhino in the house. I think bell time is 7 p.m. And I think that's pretty much it. KSWA is next month. I want to get I want to bring Trapper Tom in, so hopefully I could talk about that and bring in some people to do some interviews, whether it's during the week or whatever. Friday is like a potluck kind of thing. And I don't know how long I'm going to go tonight because I wanted to keep doing this on Fridays, and I want to cut some other stuff with some Steelers topics that are on board on my Steeler Dynasty podcast show. So I want to do that later today. So if you guys have any questions and comments about pop culture, trivia, not trivia, but pop culture and wrestling, I'm the guy, uncensored, unraw, uncut. This is episode 78, I believe. I've been doing this since 2018. And like I said, I try to promote everybody that I can. And some people come on, some people don't. But, it is what it is. We'll see how it goes tonight. But I wanted to do I have a lot of stuff going on personally and whatever. I'm trying to get some stuff sent into the lovely state. I'm working on that so I can have the renew of the license. I just paid for the insurance bond. So I threw that out there. So I got the insurance bond. That's paid for. I got to get that stuff situated. I'm looking hopefully in June for a show. Epic shows, not monthly shows. I got too much going on. I can't do monthly wrestling, independent wrestling shows. I can't run them. It's so hard, and you got to have a great staff and young staff. I have a great staff, don't get me wrong, but we need some young bucks, doing some stuff. So we'll get that situated. Once I get more, you'll get more, and we will go from there. So anyway, like I said, I had my second week of watching WWE. I watched it. I don't watch it Monday now. I can catch it because it's on Netflix, so I can catch it the next day. Nothing too exciting for me. The Rumble's coming next week. We will have the Royal Rumble picks. We'll have the Mega Mania cast come on, and we will do the picks. I'll have the headsets on tonight. I don't have the headsets because I'm just talking to you guys. I don't have anybody in studio, And we will do that next week live, give our picks for the Royal Rumble. That's the most exciting one. I like the Rumbles. I've always did. I think I saw the one where I think was it Batista that won in Pittsburgh. So I actually saw a Rumble live. That was the one where Daniel Bryant should have won, and everybody was cheering for him, and he didn't win. And I think that's the one where Batista was getting booed in Pittsburgh. So, hey, Gene, what's up, brother? How's it going? So that'll be next week. The pay-per-view picks. I don't know who. I think we're gonna do. Maybe we'll give one surprise appearance and one pick on each, because there's a ladies and then there's a male. Hi, Troy. How you doing? Um, that so you can have two picks. So you got the men's and a surprise. So you'll have two picks for that, and then the ladies and a surprise, which is not there's not a lot of females, and we might have the same answers. That's okay. It's not going to be whatever. So you'll get we'll be doing four picks on the Rumble. So hey, Tad Jarvis, how you doing? And I believe also there's I can't I I think there's hold on. I'm gonna get my fucking phone because I can't remember everything. And I didn't do a phone thing. I didn't do any pictures. So I'm going in my fucking Facebook and I am looking to see if there's more wrestling shows in the area besides IWC and Imagine Wrestling. So just bear with me. I think Rise Wrestling also, or not, or that is I'm going to Rise Wrestling right now. Let me see here. They are. Oh, that's the February 8th. Speaking of Tad Jarvis, he's wrestling Jace Mara. That's a former tag team partner, I believe. Oh wow. Okay. And then they have AJ Alexander versus Trey Lamar. So there's a couple of matches. And Rise Wrestling is February 8th. Here's Rise Wrestling's thing here. I need to. This is. I did this spur of a moment. I mean, I didn't do this a spur of a moment. I just hurry up and did it because no offense, I just got out of the gym. So Rise Wrestling shows for the year February 8th, March 8th, April 12th, May 10th, June 14th, July 12th, August is to be announced, September 13th, August 11th, November 8th, and December is to be announced. Probably before Christmas. Because I'll just go right back into some independent wrestling because now I have my phone. So I don't know. Let's see if there's another. Well, speaking of big news in independent wrestling, Mr. Jim Miller sold his company. So they sold his company. That was the big topic of the week. So Jim Miller sold PWX. I believe it's now Wrestling Express, I think. I can't remember everything. Jesus, there's so many, it's unreal. If you guys could help me, that'd be great. Hold on, RWA. Does RWA have a show tomorrow? Matter of fact, I believe they do. I think they do. Yes, they do. RWA has a show tomorrow, January 18th. The House of the Renegades. Wow. He got 3 shows in less than an hour from my house. Oh my God. Well, God bless America. So yes, it's the 16th anniversary. West Newton Gym, 7 p.m. bell time. Okay, here is. Oh, they don't tell me who's wrestling. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's wrestling. So, it's their anniversary show. If you're looking for something to do, there's 3 shows from my house, and also, hold on, one more, and I'm going to promote this one because I like Bruno Sammartino. So this one's coming up. God, there's so many wrestling shows. Pros of Wrestling. Pros of Wrestling. Saturday, Bruno Forever, March 15th, 2025, at the Ross Township Community Center. Yes, Stan Hansen will be there. Okay, oh my God, there's another show, February 8th, 2025, WrestleRex, 8 p.m. bell time. Doors open 7 p.m. Oh my God, there are so many shows. Jesus Christ. I can't keep up. I seriously can't. So, no, I don't need any. No, I'm good. Nope, I don't need any video. No, I'm good. Thank you, Jesus. Zeus, whatever. I'm good. I'm good. Look, I try to do it myself because, you know what I mean? I already pay enough money for StreamYard and everything else. So I appreciate it. I have an intern and I got to get him going. So let me get to my Facebook site. So maybe there's people talking on that. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay. Dean Radford's in the Facebook chat. Larry says, big news, the income tax promoter is back in business. It's not me. I have to do my income taxes, but I am not doing that. Look, hey, doing an independent wrestling show is very hard. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm not a big Joe Rogers fan. Not at all. So I think he's a douchebag. So I I really do. You know, hey, Ralph Williams, Sports Corner's finest. He had Zach Rain in on a show Tuesday night. He has Wrestle Talk Tuesdays at 5, and he has Sports Corner, and he has like 6 other podcasts. So, and Craig from Patton. Well, that was. We'll talk about that in a bit. Yeah, I know who you're talking about, Larry. You know, no, that's okay, Pat. Hey, Horsepower, how you doing? Big Mike, how you doing? Oh, okay. Try the Mucky Duck Mustard tomorrow. Use some pretzels, brother. This show is not sponsored by Mucky Duck Mustard. That is the Steelers Dynasty podcast. But I will give it a plug. Because I can't because I don't have that sheet. That's funny. Wait, hold on. Maybe I can do it this way. To the Steelers Dynasty. Hold on. See how it switched over like that? Okay. See? This is it right here. Corporate sponsor on my Steelers Dynasty podcast. Right here is Mucky Duck Mustard out of Michigan. You get 10% off when you use the promo The Chin. www.morethanmustard.com. They have barbecue sauce, salad dressing, and those guys are wonderful. They sent me some stuff for Christmas, and I gave Burnsy he won a free one the other day, and let me get out of here because I'm like in different stuff here because I'm in my Steelers format here. I got to get out and go back to the experience format. So there we go. But Ralph says he's got Dan Polinsky this Tuesday. Anybody that wants to go on as an independent wrestler, get a hold of Ralph Williams. He's always looking for guests. Jim, how you doing? Jim Lamont is in the house. Yeah, and guys, if you want to get a hold of me and you want to come on, I'll be more than happy to interview everybody and anybody. I need to open my book for booking dates. Be ready to express yourself. I did that making ham barbecue. Oh, okay, good. Okay. Yeah, you're like I said, PWX, Jim Miller is sold. Thank God. Just saying. Hopefully that I think Bad Boy Brian Anthony has bought the company, and I can only support it, and we'll see how it goes from there. They have shows every 2 weeks. And like I said, tomorrow night is IWC Reloaded. Imagine Wrestling with Rhino, 7 o'clock. He's doing a meet and greet. Tomorrow is RWA, their 16th anniversary show. And then you got the Pros of Wrestling, the Bruno show. Then you got WrestlePlex on a Saturday, December 8th. And then Rise Wrestling, December 8th, because they got snowed out last week because of the snow. Still walking. Damn cold. Well, warm up, Jim. So, yeah, so if you guys are in the independent wrestling business and you guys want to come on this show and do an interview, drop me a Facebook post with your email, and I will bring you on. I'm not bashful, but I will tell you this: I'm raw, uncensored, and uncut. If you got the balls to come on here, I asked a lot of crazy questions. Is cerebral palsy? Okay, January 25th is Express Wrestling. Express, the new name, new company, new owners. Pat Novak says, I got mad faith in BA. And Dean gave me Rise Wrestling, February 8th, Uniontown, Rise the 25th, a new venue, North Versailles. They're tagging up with the UFC company. So Rise is not fucking around. They're tagging up with the UFC company, and they're going to do what they got to do. JT from JT Toys and Collectibles in the Facebook chat. See, I wanted to do the Facebook chat. I usually put the Facebook stuff on the Triple B Experience stuff because I think I get a little bit more, but I'm still trying to get subs. I have over almost 1,100 subs here, but this show here is what's going to get me monetized, And LaMotta said Brian Anthony is an underrated mind. He was always been classy to me. One of these days, everybody will work together. I feel that. There's a lot of good stuff. Larry Stryker just did a show tonight with Ava Brooks. New wrestler out on the street, busting her ass, going everywhere. Craig said he's multitasking here in SmackDown and me. Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, Dean, anytime, brother. If you want to, probably in February, if you want to talk about your topics, and then we can promote this new venue you guys got. And then JT says he's got a big announcement coming soon. Chris Anderson, how you doing? So, hey, you know what? The Steelers are out of the fucking playoffs. Now it's fucking wrestling. So, I mean, what are you going to do? So, but there's a lot of companies. Everybody can get a slice of the pie and, do whatever. Because I trying to do these podcasts because I do whatever I can. This show here, surprise hasn't got me taken off the air. But say it louder. How loud do you need me to get? Horsepower says we have a stack card the 25th, and Horsepower is back. That's right. You had a major injury. Craig says, Bubba, like to hear what you think of TNA and WWE joining forces. It's good for everybody. TNA can use that little bit of pay-per-view, and then guys from WWE that's not getting enough TV time can go to TNA and get some TV time. So it works for everybody. And Triple H knows what he's doing, and AEW, I don't know what Tony Khan is smoking or what he was blowing up his nose, but Tony needs a booker, and he needs to book this talent that he has. And you got MJF going against Jeff Jarrett. Maybe 20 years ago, Jeff Jarrett? Oh, Larry. I got the insurity bond today. I renewed the insurity bond. I got to get sponsorship. Troy, probably could be a match at WrestleMania with him and Pat McAfee. I would do that. That would make, because I would have Corey Graves show up on Pat McAfee's show. Oh, I meant louder about companies working together. Too many egos, though. Some people do work well together. Rise Wrestling is classy, classy organization. They've helped me out when I got back, running. Um, and I ask them for talent, and they got a great training regiment down there. They train at their training school at the Stronghold Training Academy, Training Center. I'm sorry. And they're putting people out. So I have a good relationship with those guys. I don't do too much with RWA. Um, but I do have Jim is our sound is our color guy. And hi Cal, how you doing? I haven't heard anything yet. But thanks, Cal. Yeah, Craig, he's a great heel, but he's probably good at WWE. MJF and there's going to be a couple guys going to WWE. So yeah, and imagine Big Mike's a great has helped me out tremendously. Those are a couple of the companies that actually helped me out. And Potter has helped me out tremendously with some of the IWC guys, the younger guys. So I try to book as many guys as I can. And I wish I could hit the fucking Powerball, and Larry would be overstocked with stuff to do. Um, you know, it's it's a great thing. Independent wrestling in Western Pennsylvania, man, it is something. It is something. It's something. Novak says a very solid, respectable talent from Rise Wrestling. Yes, yes. I go down there sometimes and watch shows when I can. Um, it's just so hard for me because I'm working all the time, and trying to do whatever. And like I said, independent wrestlers, if you guys need to get your companies promoted, you need to promote yourself. Ralph Williams, Tuesday night at Wrestle Talk. You guys can go on his show. You guys can go on Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk right here. I got this logo. Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. You can talk to Larry, JJ, and Reese, and they talk independent wrestling. They talk the big wrestling, and you can go on there and chit chat. And then, like I said, if you want to be on this show, I'll interview you. You know what I mean? So I think I'm a pretty good interviewer. I have a couple things under my portfolio. Stevie Ray and Dr. Tom Pritchard and Scotty Schwartz from The Christmas Story, and one of the guys who worked on the Marvel movies. So I mean, I got some stuff. Hey, I just tried to fucking tweet AB today. I want to get AB on my Steelers show. He hasn't wrote back to me yet. So, and then the Steelers show, I try to get Steelers, on, but I had Cordell Stewart on. So, I mean, hey, I like doing these podcasts. I can't, hey, hopefully I'll make $1. I do got Lucky Duck mustard though. So, okay, Gene's got a question. Does anyone do anything like ECW used to? I could go for a current Sandman. Gene, there's a lot of I think there's a show tonight like 880 wrestling. They had a last standing match. Now I don't do hardcore. We don't do hardcore in the APWF anymore. I'm not into that because it's hard to get buildings booked. Um, you know, if I had money for a steel cage and it was a storyline, then that's a little different. But I don't know. RWA and Rise, it's a little further than you, Gene, and IWC. Yeah, Jamie Jameson, like when Pro Prospect was wrestling around Worthington, that's about as close to you, Gene. You know, but you'd have to check a lot of indie shows. Some of them do have a hardcore match here and there. So, but I don't do hardcore matches because um, I want to go back to the building. Um, you know what I mean? And I just, yeah, I'm like old school maybe. Horsepower says Beastman. Now, Beastman's company, they do a little bit of hardcore, and he does hardcore. So, I mean, he just came back from Japan, and God bless him. I'd never been to Japan. I got a little sumo from, Dr. Feelgood one time when he went to Japan. I was this close to going to Japan as the Russian destroyer, but the tour didn't come through. Novik says, "Come peep legit alternate wrestling if you're down with hardcore. It first episode debuts tomorrow at 11." So there you go, Gene. This is some hardcore, legit alternate wrestling. Novik, where can a guy like Gene look at find this on the internet or YouTube or whatever? So I don't know. But also too, when I got back, I watched like I said before, when I don't have a written script here, so I just go. I watched my second week of Raw and I wasn't impressed. So I just wasn't. But hopefully the Royal Rumble will impress me. I don't know who I'm going to pick, but myself, Larry, Kal-El, the World Beater, and we'll pick. JT, if you're not doing nothing next week, I can throw you out an invite if you're still on. I know I told him when I did that interview with him last year that he wanted to come on and do some picks. So because we're gonna pick a guy winner, a girl winner, a guy surprise, and a female surprise, and then we'll give our critiques of Raw on Netflix. Then we'll go from there and then see who pops up, because I'm sure somebody's going to pop up. But okay, well, I'm going to roll out from the wrestling. And I am going to, because Craig was talking to me about Skeleton Crew. And if you guys never watched the Skeleton Crew, look, it's a legit alternate wrestling Facebook. Stay tuned. There you go, Gene. Stay tuned. Now this is a sad thing, because this show here, the Skeleton Crew on Disney Plus, was and is better than the Acolyte. Okay, but the Acolyte actually got more viewership, because I think everybody is pissed off because the Acolyte was so bad they didn't want to watch Skeleton Crew. Okay, but the Skeleton Crew was a space odyssey of like the Goonies and pirates, like Pirates of the Caribbean in space, kinda. So you got all that logistics, and it's 8 episodes. Now, it's not got anything with like the Skywalkers or anything like that. You do see, the Republic, but it's a good story. And the end, if you guys if any of you watched it, please let me know what you thought of the fucking ending, because I just thought it was like, wow, like, really? So, and I don't want to give away the ending because I don't like to do any spoilers, because I'm not like that. Because I did that one time a long time ago with The Walking Dead and I felt like shit. So, I can't wait for The Walking Dead to come back. And I still need to watch the Book of Carol season 2, the last episode, because my lovely cable it didn't download it right, so it got the wrong fucking. And it's just not up to par. And I did watch Craven a little bit, and I'll be honest with you, Craven the Hunter from Sony put me to fucking sleep. And I wasn't happy about that, because Craven the Hunter is a major character in the Spider-Man universe. And I fell asleep, and I have to watch it again because I didn't see the Rhino. So, and Craig says, a nice standalone story. Yes, I do agree with the Skeleton Crew. Plenty of Easter eggs, yeah. And Jude Law's character will be in probably The Mandalorian or something else. What did you love, Troy? I don't know what you loved. If you loved Skeleton Crew or you love Book of Carol, probably the Book of Carol, I'm guess. Yeah, you read my mind, because that's one of my topics, and that's going to be good. But I just think because Andor's coming, so hopefully people jump on that train, because like I said, the Accolade, everybody had a sick feeling. I know Shane didn't like it. I didn't like it. Oh, Craven. Oh, you loved it? Oh, it put me to sleep. I'm gonna have to watch it again. Because Sony doing anything with MCU or Spider-Man except for the animated series with Miles Morales is good. Everything else is shit. It's terrible. Sony needs to sell it to Marvel and move on and be done with it. And speaking of Star Wars, I went to my comic book store today. They had the number one. They had Star Wars number one for $100 fucking dollars. And I don't have Star Wars number one. And Star Wars with the number one, it has Vader in a green design. That's why it looks crazy because they didn't paint his helmet black on the cover. I don't know if you guys knew that. I saw Werewolf tonight. Very good. Oh yeah, you're into that stuff. I'm not into horror movies, Troy. I see that they have like a Steamboat Willie fucking and a Popeye horror movie. Yeah, that's crazy because everything's people can they can do that now because it's out of trademark or copyright. But yeah, if you guys get a chance, Craig, I know you probably already seen the ending, but if anybody else saw the ending of Skeleton Crew, you know, write me what you thought the ending or how if you like the ending or not. I think it was lackluster, but the show was good. And I can't wait for the Mandalorian in the movie theater. Now, Gene, Comics Explained on YouTube. You'll thank me later. Oh, I got tons of comic books, brother. I just bought the second appearance of Amazing Adventure number 12, the second appearance of the Beast in his fur. Because the Beast was never furry when he was in the X-Men number 1. When he was an X-Men under Charles Xavier. I just seen Avengers number 4 for $4,500. Jesus Christ. That's too much. I seen that for like number 1. Because really number 1 is probably pricey. Because I've worked mine down. My Avengers Volume 1 is down into the hundreds. Bubba, who was the doctor who made Rhino? Troy, in the comic books, there was no doctor that made Rhino. It's not the same as the comic book. Yeah. And Craven, and they made Craven an anti-hero, Troy. He's a villain in the comic books. And and he hates Spider-Man. And he committed suicide, actually, but he got resurrected. They all do. They all come back. But speaking of MCU, now the second trailer for Daredevil is phenomenal. And Gene said it right here. Gene said it's going to be good, and I do believe it's going to be good. And it's going to be more action because when they made this, they were going to do it differently, and they scrapped it all because I watched a video on it. Kevin Feige said nope. They scrapped all Daredevil, which they were going to do because the costume, he wasn't going to be in costume until episode 5. That's not the case. And they were doing like comedy shit like he did in She-Hulk. That's not the case. They're not doing comedy shit. It is going to be hardcore shit where he's sitting across the table from fucking William Fisk, who actually is now the mayor of New York. So if you haven't watched anything, you probably should go and watch Echo because you got plenty of time. You got plenty of time to watch Daredevil off of Netflix, which is on Disney Plus, because every character that was on that Netflix series is back. So the guy who played Bullseye is back in this season. And because Berthenol was not going to play the Punisher if they fucking pussyfied the fucking Punisher. He wasn't going to do it. So, Troy, you're going to get your wish. The Punisher with Berthenol is going to be a bad motherfucker. Okay? Because he's going to have to help probably going to have to help Murdoch take out the Kingpin because the Kingpin is the mayor and he's got everything. You know what I mean? Yes, Kingpin is in the trailer. They're sitting across from each other. They know each other's identities, but now he's the mayor. So it's the reborn storyline. And don't get me wrong, guys. I just started collecting the newest Daredevil series. I have not read any of them because I put my comic books in plastic and I read digitally when I have time because I just bought a new tablet. Because, you know, I got to. I don't want to. I just want to make sure I can collect them. But what Marvel does is they reboot everything, which is ridiculous. It's totally fucking ridiculous. Okay, Gene's like Secret Wars. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if the trailer for the Fantastic Four is real. I don't think it's real, but I'm ready for the Fantastic Four, and hopefully it's done right. Anything with Doom, the price is going to go up, which I can't afford or can't get the first appearance of Doom. There's no way. Novik says, "Have you checked out X-Men: Swords of X and Power?" Yes, I have both of those, but I'm so far behind in my X-Men reading. The only thing that I am current or almost current is Wolverine Volume 8, because I did get issue number 1 at a 9.8 with Wolverine on Skulls with a 9.8, and I got that about a month and a half ago. I ordered the West Coast Avengers number 1 at a 9.8, and that's still in production till I get that. Because I'm a huge West Coast Avenger fan. I have all the West Coast Avenger miniseries. I have the whole first volume, and I would like to see that make a movie, because actually in 2 weeks is the new Captain America movie. So the Red Hulk, everything with the Red Hulk is going to be huge, and I do have the first appearance of the Red Hulk. I have that whole series from 1 to 55. The first appearance of the Red Hulk is very pricey. And I think I have it graded. I think I do. I think I have one of them graded. And I'm actually trying to get. Hey, Danny Bothell, how you doing? Everybody, Danny sent me this thing from work. It was a nice Steeler thing, and I put it on social media on my Facebook. So, Danny, thank you so much. It's upstairs in my studio, and I totally appreciate it. I totally appreciate it, and I hope everybody in your family's doing good. Thank you so much. Craig says, "Why is it the Fantastic Four just can't make a good movie?" Well, because this time MCU's making it, so it should be good. And they have Galactus, and Galactus is a person, not an entity of gas or some space kind of thing. Now, everybody's bitching about the Silver Surfer being a female, but you got to remember, in some of the storylines in alternate universes, there was a female Silver Surfer. You're still going to see Norman Rad as a Silver Surfer eventually. Oh, you know you're going to like? Oh, well, it's going to set up a lot of stuff, because actually, Gene, they cut the Seth Rollins part out of the movie because he was with the Serpent Society. They cut that out. And then they have, Esposito being Sidewinder, but he's got no mask on, or maybe he does, or maybe he pulls it off or something. And then I don't know what they're going to do, because they have Isaiah Bradley as going through the window. And then, since he was capped, he was, super soldier serum. Like those issues are going to go up in price, because once again, he is going to be on the movie. So, and then anything with the Red Hulk's going to go up, and anything with the first appearance of the leader, because the leader is setting stuff up. So I don't know what's going to happen. I heard a whole bunch of shit. And then I just watched, before I got on, some stupid thing about the Terminator with John Cena. It's all fan based. And I get caught up in that too, because I share it on my Facebook. And they're like, "Hey, Bubba, it's not real." Like I did that with the Golden Girls. Like, how the hell do I know? Okay. Who was the guy who would slow down the time assassin in Craven? Ooh, I don't know. See, Troy, his brother, Craven's brother, is the chameleon who changed, faces and stuff like that. But like I said, I have to watch that movie. I fell asleep. I did. I must have been tired. After that Steeler loss, I was fucking tired. So, hey, Rich Smoke, good luck this weekend. The Philadelphia Eagles are going against the Rams. So, Rich Smoke, he came on the show last week. Rich Smoke will be getting his podcast, his NFL Talk podcast, here in the spring, and he's a friend of the Triple B Experience. And if I send out an invite for him next week, he can come on. and make his picks for the Royal Rumble. And Smoke says he's going to need it 3 p.m. on Sunday. Yeah, he'll be a little nervous. I mean, look what happened on my fucking team is in disarray. And Gene says the Terminator franchise needs to stop. I can't disagree with you. Um, after after the second one, they could have went from 1 to 2. They didn't have to go anymore. They could have ended it like that. Um, First trailer will be released for the Smoke Show 2/19. Okay, if you guys are in the NFL, like most people are, just Rich will have more than just Philadelphia Eagles. He does all NFL. I just do Steelers. So, but Rich is a friend of the shows, both Experience and the Dynasty Show. And once he gets situated and he gets put out there, I will definitely be promoting him. And you guys can subscribe to his channel. And he's doing it solo, and sometimes that's the best. So, you know, but yeah, the first Terminator was great. That's a cult classic. See, yeah, Craig will be one. Craig's an Eagles fan. Um, yeah, Gene, yep. There you go, Smoke. When you get a raving thing from Gene, you're in. Because Gene is he's one of the heart of the Steeler community, man. Gene's a good dude, man. Me and Gene went down to Pittsburgh, man. We had a fucking good time. you know. So, but yeah, I'm not. I just like the first Terminator and the second Terminator. I didn't see really the last one didn't get me, and then I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. Don't get me wrong. I wish they would make one more Conan. One King Conan would be great. That would be awesome. So I mean, look, you got the Captain America movie, boom. Then you got Daredevil and Marvel, and Disney, boom. And then you got, I want to see this one. The Thunderbolts is going to be good. That movie is going to kick ass. Rich says Terminator just wasn't good anymore. It got bad real quick. Oh, Danny says he makes a badass Eagles picture too. Oh wow, hey Rich, he did a great Steeler thing for me, man. It was like steel or something, man. It was awesome. So Rich, get a hold of Danny Bothell and he what he does for a living, and he did this Steeler thing. It's on my Facebook. It was fucking phenomenal, man. You know what I mean? And it was good. Well, Smoke says I could get behind that. Yeah, he could pass the torch. I didn't like the remake with Jason Momoa, but Jason Momoa, speaking of DC, is Lobo, and like I said before, Lobo is the baddest bounty hunter of all, and he's one bad motherfucker. And I believe he will be making an appearance in the Supergirl movie. Oh, there we go. Clover Lake Designs LLC. That is the name of his business and company. So there you go. It was great. It was so cool with the Steeler thing. I'm telling you. Yeah, it was awesome. So yeah, I think there you go. The smartest man in Philly will reach out, Danny. Hey, Smoke, me and Danny we went to high school together. Yeah, yep. Momoa's going to sell the women tickets. Yeah, yeah, you're right. They better not mess up Lobo. I'll be pissed. But I don't think James Gunn is going to ruin. I think he's going to better and make the DC universe better. The Creature Commandos is fucking great. I mean, I'm 53 years old, and for it's not a cartoon; it's an animated thing where it's still canon, and they're just killing fucking, and arms are falling off, and like backs are being broke. I mean, fucking Rick Flag Sr. got his ass fucking handed to him. And I don't know how he's going to survive to be in a Superman movie, but he will be. He'll be in a Superman movie. So if you guys haven't checked that out, you guys need to. It's called Creature Commandos on Max. So yes, that was good. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming up. And I got to get on. I got Netflix because of wrestling, so I got to get on and watch some other shows. And Rich says I feel like DC took too long to play the game. Marvel's too advanced, and I don't know. DC might. I'm telling you, James Gunn. Peacemaker's coming out too. Peacemaker will be back. Fucking Cena. That was his greatest role ever. Fucking Peacemaker. Greatest dance ensemble and start of a TV show I ever seen in my entire life. You know, but yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff. Well, actually, Superman comes out, I think, in July, and the Fantastic Four comes out. I think it's the same week. Tammy already said she's not fucking wanting to see Superman because it's not Henry Cavill. She's already fucking pissed. But I'm like, Tammy, you have to give it. You have to think. James Gunn has a motive to expand, DC world and make it better. Especially if you watch The Penguin, that was a great show, and Colin Farrell won like a Golden Globe. Rich says Marvel just has something special over there. The new Captain America looks phenomenal, and Ross turning into Red Hulk is going to be badass. And he says Cavill's the only Superman. Well, I do like Christopher Reed too. It's bringing in Cosmo. Yeah, I mean it's going to be something. I mean it. I and DC is crazy, but DC comic books with this absolute storyline for all these characters, like the number one comic book in 2024 was Absolute Batman, and I didn't get the first printing. The first printing, it was sold out. It went to like number 5 prints, um, and I got the second printing, but it's a total different story where Bruce Wayne is poor and the Joker is rich. Have a good night, Cody Hunt. 3 a.m. Got to get a little sleep. Good luck. Kill them coyotes, Dan, and Rich will get a hold of you, brother. And Crypto's part of the Superman lore. So I mean, he does. James Gunn does the craziest stuff and brings in characters that are obscure in everything. I mean, look what he did to the Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, for God's sake, a fucking talking raccoon, which I knew all about the Guardians of the Galaxy because I have the first appearance, but it's a reprint. I thought I had the first appearance of it original, but it's a reprint. But I do have them in the Marvel Presents, and I have the first volume 1 to 62. I have that complete of the Guardians of the Galaxy, where Vance Astro had the Captain America shield. So, hey Quinn, how you doing? Good luck tomorrow. RWA's 16th anniversary show. Good luck, good luck. 16 years, that's a long time. I mean, well, being in indie wrestling is a long time too. It's crazy. It's like the mafia. You can't even get out. Like, I try to get out and I get fucking pulled back in. And I don't think, I mean, I'm okay, but I think these other guys are, they do it more than I do. Doing it every month is chaotic. So hats off to you, Quinn. You every month is something. I can't do that every month shit, man, unless I hit a Powerball and then have a good team. If I had Tony Khan's money, but I would, probably blow it up my nose. So, yeah, I mean, and like I said before I started, independent wrestling in the Western Pennsylvania area is so hot. You got, companies from out east coming and running shows in Pittsburgh. Rodriguez's company, Legacy Wrestling, was in on a Thursday. You got Tarantula FMW's running in February. Like, I can name fucking 25 fucking companies. It's crazy. But I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know. Sorry, I'm parched. But yeah, that's oh, wow. I still like what you're doing, kid. Ooh. Hi, Tyler. How are you doing? I don't know who you're wrestling tomorrow. Imagine Wrestling with 6 p.m. meet and greet with ECW heavyweight champion Rhinos in the house. If you're in the central Pennsylvania area, contact Big Mike Lania for some tickets. I don't know who. I don't know who's wrestling. I have no idea. I don't have a card. That's what I need to do. I need cards of wrestling so then I can talk about who's wrestling. Smoke says, I need to go to an indie show one of these days. Philly has a bunch of huge ones. Yeah, Philadelphia has a lot of independent wrestling. The whole state. Like, you can go like 10 fucking independent shows probably by your house, Rich. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Um, but it's it's crazy. Like I said, I'm looking. The APWF is looking for June. I'm looking for June at the S&T Bank Arena. We're looking maybe for an outdoor show. I'm a little leery about outdoor shows, but Shane, what's up? Uh, Shane is in the chat room. Shane, the co-host of Steeler Dynasty podcast and the host of West Virginia College Football Talk. Shane's banging some college. That didn't sound right. He's banging some big college numbers. Craig says Kevin Owens and Rey Mysterio are tearing it up on SmackDown. Hey, I like Penta's. And Chad Gable's match Monday night. That was huge. He's outdoor at Grove City. Ooh. Smoke said he wants a main event against Shane. Loser gets his head shaved. That's funny. Hey, Mark, what's up? This is Mark from Steelers Nation Australia, overseas, putting out Steeler videos like gangbusters. The most positive Steeler fan out there. If you guys want to subscribe and listen to his show, it's phenomenal. His community by far is the best YouTube channel community out there. Well, so did I. Well, I'm going to have to do another show, Steeler Talk. Don't let the Steeler fans piss you off. So, yeah, I might end this show in about 5 minutes and do Steelers Talk because there is a lot of Steeler shit going down. Don't let the Steeler fans piss you off. But the thing is, everything that we thought was going to happen, and nothing is going to happen. Everything is going to stay. Oh, you're going live. Oh, okay. I'll come on. I'll do that. And I'll put it on my stuff. Yeah. Okay, awesome. If you guys want to talk Steeler football, you got to talk to the Australian and the Western Pennsylvania crazy guy. I'm telling you. We're going to have a lot to talk about because you know what? Speaking of football, you know what fucking somebody told me at work, and this could be true. Could you see Bill Belichick being a Raiders coach? I see this happening. And you know what I see? I see Tom Brady coming back to the NFL. Tom Brady could still light it up. And I don't want that. Because the Raiders got two good, Bowser's a tight end. Like, I'm getting off the tangent here. Bowser, and they have two tight ends. And Crosby was trying to sweet talk Najee. Yep. We got it. Brady cannot die. He's like a fucking snake. He keeps coming back. But yeah, in a couple minutes, I'm gonna get this to an hour, and you guys can check this out on Spotify because my dumbass hit the fucking the IA so I could do my audio, and I hit it by accident, and now I'm getting charged $30 for fucking IA in my programming on my Spotify. Yeah, Troy, you're probably gonna get Deion Sanders. Yep, I see that coming. Prime time. Jesus Christ, who would have thought that fucking Deion Sanders would be an NFL coach? And Jerry Jones will probably give him the keys to the castle. Okay. Yep, we're on. I'll be on, brother. I'll make a little thing, and then I'll just do like Steelers talk. I'll do a Canva, and we'll be ready to go. So all you guys that are in this chat right now, in 15 minutes, you'll get a notification. If you're not part of the Steelers Dynasty podcast, what time is it? It's 10:22. You tell me what time, America time. It's 10:22. I'm going to quit at 10:30 because I got 5 minutes. Hey, Matt, what's up? But like I said, I got 5 minutes on the Express show, and then we're going to go Steelers Dynasty podcast where I'm going to tag up with Steelers Nation Australia, and we're going to talk about all this crazy shit that's going on in the Steelers Nation. And there's a lot of crazy shit. 10:45 it is, brother. 10:45, ladies and gentlemen. You can fucking get back on and we'll talk Steelers football. You guys can say what you want to say, but you look at it this way. Mike Tomlin's not going nowhere, and we're going to have to deal with what we got. It's just the way it is. It's not going to happen. Why waste the energy? And hopefully we sign like 3 fucking star receivers. Spend a lot of money. So, but like I said, next week at this time, not at this time, but next week, we will be doing the Royal Rumble picks. I'll have the Mania Megacast come, and hopefully maybe Smoke can come on. And I know I told JT from Toys and Collectibles, come on, and we'll see. It'll be me, Larry, hopefully Chris, the World Beater, maybe Donnie Fulmer, Mr. Tapout will be back. So we shall see. But I also will talk about some independent shows always too, and try to promote. I still try to promote independent wrestling in my area. I will keep doing that, and I appreciate everybody. And because when I get my company, when I get my show out there, I hopefully everybody and most of some of the guys do, and I appreciate that. So I'm just trying to have a positive realm of independent wrestling. I try to be positive, and I try to promote everybody. And Rich Smoke will be coming here very, very soon with his show in the spring. So, look, I'm going to get out of here because I'm going to get ready to talk Steelers football because I'm fucking ready to talk Steelers football. So I was actually going to do a show later, but I'm going to tag up with Mark, and we're gonna stream it to the Steelers Dynasty podcast show. So I got to make me a graphic. Did you hear Ward was looking into? Yes, I'd rather have Hines Ward. I want Hines Ward. Look, we need discipline. The Steelers organization, by God, is the best fucking football team going today. I don't give a shit. We've taken some lumps. We've taken some bruises. We are the best franchise ever. 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 Championships, Hall of Fame players. In modern time, no other organization. Hashtag I'm joking. No, I'm not joking. They have to build a whole new corridor in the Hall of Fame for us. But yeah, I would love to have Hines Ward as a coach because right now we don't have any veteran leadership, and we need that. We need that. We need discipline. I saw and I'm going to talk real quick. The Steelers defense is too high priced, and they're not disciplined enough to stop people, and you can't have that. Hey, Terry, how you doing? You can't have that. You got to be a disciplined football team on the field. You cannot be one of the most penalized teams in defense. The Steelers had 1,000 yards penalized against them this year. That's not good. Well, there are always going to be divas, receivers all the time. Always. But, like I said, at 10:45, we're going to be talking Steelers football with my man down under, and Mark knows his shit. Most positive Steeler fan I've ever met. I'm pretty good too, but I get a little hyper. But I don't like to lose, and hopefully the Buffalo Bills kicks the living fuck out of the Ravens. I hope so. And I can say F words on my show. I try not to swear on his. Or ours, or his, whatever. I don't because the algorithms or whatever. So, but like I said, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you guys want to come back and at 10:45, we're going to be talking Steelers football because I'm tagging up from the man from Australia, and he's not pulling any punches because he's been putting videos out. I bet you he's put out 20 Steeler videos this week because I watch them all the time going to work. I just watched one tonight. I watch them all the time. Him and DB of Steelers Syndicate. That's who I watch. And also next Thursday, I will be on the Steelers Realm, and I guess there is some kind of surprise for me, so I don't know. And yes, fuck that Ravens guy. That fluffy stitching me in his video, that fucking prick. I hope Buffalo Bills fucking just wipe them the fuck out. I hate the Ravens, and I'll always hate the Ravens. Gene, see you later. So hopefully I'll see you, Gene, when we're talking Steelers football. So good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, get on YouTube, subscribe to the Triple B Experience. If you haven't subscribed, I'm 190 away on the Steelers Dynasty show of getting 500 and getting me and Shane monetized. But we are sponsored by Mucky Duck Mustard. So I'll be back with Mark from Steelers Nation Australia, and we're going to talk Steelers football here in about 17 minutes. So good night, everybody. Have a great weekend. Watch some wrestling and support independent wrestling. Good night, everybody. I'll see all you Steeler fans in a couple minutes, man. I gotta make a Canva thing, thumbnail sketch. Peace out, everybody. Good night.